Hey everyone, it's Brian here. Today I'm coming on to do week 1 of the Projects of 24 challenge over on BMA's Crafty Corner here on YouTube and BMA's Crafty Corner Facebook group on Facebook. And I'll leave a description to BMA's channel and Facebook group in the description box below this video. And I'll also try to leave a brief little description of what we're doing this year. But we're going to be making an ATC a week. If you feel up to it, you can make one every single week of the whole year. Or if you want to, you can skip some weeks if it doesn't apply to you, or if, you don't have whatever is required of that week. But basically, our goal is to work up to a full deck of cards. Like playing cards, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, what have you. We're going to want to have a full deck of 52 of them by the end of the year, at the most. And what we're going to do is we can trade them afterwards. But I'm going to make a playing card deck box sometime in the near future that'll hold these ATCs that I'm making every week. Now I'm going to need to make it probably a little thicker than a regular playing card box because I use chipboard in the middle of my papers. So I have the front that's got paper, back that's going to have paper in a little bit. And then you just decorate any way you want. In the back you can write your note, like to and from, title. Or in this case, I'll be writing Projects 24 challenge. That'll be a hashtag. Then week 1 jar, because we are working with having a jar or jars in this week's entry. So I already went ahead and started doing this. I had to go get the door real quick because somebody came with a package. There's going to be Stampin' Up! Haul soon coming from me. A small one. But, this is 3.5 by 2.5, of course. 3.5 tall by 2.5 wide. This piece here is 1 inch tall by 2.5 inches wide. And I'm going to put that in the middle here to break up this pattern here. And by the way, you're probably not going to see barely any of this at the end of the project because my jar I'm going to be using is pretty large. And this is a really simple one this week, actually. So, I'm going to go ahead next. Going to snip off this jute twine, so we are not going to need that. Toss that out. And now we're going to go ahead and start getting that glued down. And here we go. Like I said, it's going to take most of this up, so we didn't really need to do much to the background this time. Because this is pretty much the background and foreground. So it does say, have yourself a merry little Christmas. But I want to change this to to and from tag like it was on the reverse side of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just grab this tag here. Just a die cut tag. Put some glue on it. Then lay it down right about near the top. And there's one more thing I want to put on there before I write the to and the from. I need to know where that is. Okay, I found it. So I'm actually going to write the tune from on there first. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Trying to do some fancy writing and I miserably failed. But it's okay. Trying to do like some fancy writing effects. That works out for me. And finally, I'm going to get out this little thing I got from some Happy Mail recently from someone. If I can figure out how to open it again. I'm going to get a little piece of something out here. Gonna get this here. It's got a little icicles, some snow-covered Christmas trees, or snow-covered trees, and some deer in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put that right along here. I'm gonna go ahead and just glue all this down. I'll put glue all over it, even though some of it won't make the final cut, because I'm going to have to trim some of this off simply because it's too large for the 2.5 inches here. We're just going to cover that up like that. We can move it over a little more. And this is also a good idea to do that because it covers the branding strip. I think that was on there. Maybe on the reverse side, though. I tell you what, it was not on that side. It was on the other side. But these tags were made by Brother Sister Design Studio. Copyright 2018. That's what they look like. I had that sent to me in some Happy Mail a year or two ago, I believe it was. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and trim these off. And trim that off just a little bit more. And then we're done for week 1. I'm just going to write down on the back here, I'm going to cover it up in just a minute and write down week 1, Projects 24 Challenge with hashtag for that. And then week 1 jar. So I hope you all enjoyed this quick little video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe and ring that bell for all notifications. And you'll be glad you did. Hope to see y'all again real soon. Bye.